In this video, I'm going to show you how to create the following UML class diagram in DIA. So let's bring up DIA. Okay. Now we're doing a UML diagram. So by default UML is selected, but in case it wasn't, you can drop down this box and out of all the sheets that you had to pick from, let's just pick UML. So the first thing we want to do is specify this rolling dice class. If you hover over this first icon under UML, it says class. That's the class object. So click on that and then come out here and click onto your document. And that puts a generic class object on your document. So double click on that and we'll specify that the class name is rolling dice. There's no instance variables, so we won't have any attributes for rolling dice. We will need to specify one main method that has a parameter args that's a string array and a return type of void. So if we did have any instance variables, they would go in here under attributes, and our methods go under operations. So let's click new to create a new method. The name is main. It is public. If you remember, it's public static void main. So the type is void. And our parameters, we come down here and click new. The name is args, and the type is a string array. Okay. So that's our first class, rolling dice. Now we want to specify this die class that has one instance variable face value and 4 methods. So let's click on the class object again and click in the document. Double click to bring up the properties. Class name is die. Under attributes, let's click new. And this one is face value. It's of type int. And its visibility is private. If you remember when we wrote the class die, we specified private int face value. Okay? So that's our only instance variable. So we're going to go over to the operations tab and specify our 4 methods. So let's click new and fill out the information here. Name, the first one we'll do is the roll method. Its visibility is public and its return type is int, and there's no parameters. So let's move on to our next one. Set face value. That has a return type of void. Its visibility is public, and it takes one parameter, value, that's of type int. Okay, so now let's specify get face value. So we'll create a new operation here. Get face value, its visibility is public, and it has a return type of int with no parameters. And our last method is toString. It is public and it has a return type of string. Okay. So now the only thing left to do is to show our dependency between the two. So if we hover over this dotted line here, it says dependency, so that is our dependency object. We'll click on that, and then come over here and click on rolling die. That hooked one end onto rolling dice, and then the pointed end we want to hook onto die. So that shows that rolling dice depends on die. And that's all there is to it.